Yes, they did ask, and I did use the trick of trying to delay. I used to ask them, "What's your budget?" But sometimes they would disclose, and then I would tell that no, my last CTC was this much, so it won't work out. Or I would say, or they would, uh, press me to tell me my number. So, I mean, in this case, I think I did tell them. Uh, Yeah, I'm feeling very relieved because I was searching for a job for many months. And that's when I saw an advertisement for Next Job. And then I had a call with Ajay, and it was, he explained it very well. And I immediately, you know, bought for it. So I was sure the method will work, but I didn't know it will work so well and so soon. First is I was not sure I'm applying for the right job also, right? One second. Sorry for that. So I had those doubts. So I was divided between two niche. Okay, one was my genomics related, but I was honestly wanting to get into, life science consulting, but somewhere I was conflicted. So my efforts were divided. Sometimes I was trying for that and sometimes for consulting, and maybe I was getting lost in the process. But the initial call with you gave me some clarity that, product owner roles would be better suited and based on the experience I have, because I'm relatively nascent to product management as compared to other more experienced people. And so there were many confusions I had. So one was lack of clarity on my end. Okay. So that it helped in resolving that. And also, uh, like I was scatterbrained, like there was no proper procedure I was following. Uh, and also I was reaching out to LinkedIn, people through LinkedIn, but it's a time-taking process. I used to get exhausted, and like I would not be able to follow up or do all those things consistently enough. So, the concept of having an intern do that for you was very beneficial, because then we can focus on other things like preparing for interviews, or or researching about what all we need to learn. Because as we give interviews, we also get to know what we are lacking, in which area we might get asked questions, and we need to brush those skills up or hone those skills. So while the intern is working on making connections, we can focus on those things. Yeah, so I wanted to add that point in your first question, that my resume also, like earlier, it was less structured, and I myself was feeling like I'm putting the same kind of points in every, company experience. But then the foundation stage helped me, focus and think very, minutely about each point that I'm putting there. I never used to use the, figures earlier, like this percentage or numbers. Didn't use all those things in my resume. So after doing that whole exercise, I felt a little more confident that okay, I have done something in my previous companies. And it also refreshed my memory, so I can answer if I get asked those questions in the interview. I can uh, answer those confidently. And yes, and also I was able to quickly modify resumes and customize them for each job that I was interested in. That was a very big help. Otherwise, before next job, I was using ChatGPT to modify, and obviously ChatGPT will make mistakes too. So I had to spend extra time correcting those mistakes, and I was getting frustrated in the whole process. Yeah, you did the right thing. Actually, in initial calls, no, like in the video materials, the maybe I was not getting interest in watching the videos, the initial videos especially because most of the stuff in those videos was already explained to me by Ajay. So I had that notion that probably it's a repetition of what I have been already told. But then uh, and also the videos were not unlocked also, so I didn't even get a sneak peek on like what they contained. So maybe that's why I was procrastinating on it. But then when you told me, no, you should watch, then only you'll, have a better idea. I sat and watched those videos, and I mean, the later videos were really helpful, especially useful was the salary negotiation, the interview mastery, resume mastery, and LinkedIn connections. Those how to leverage the LinkedIn account and all that. So those it was all very useful information. It actually see the main thing that NextJob has done is in the past when I used to apply for jobs, I used to wait on luck. कहीं से कुछ आएगा and we didn't have a choice. uh, right? It was always like we are the beggars, and whatever fruit falls, we have to catch it. But with this structure, I felt like there is a approach that standard approach that we can use that works for. It's guaranteed if we do it right, it works. And so that belief came in, that we can do it and we still can get a job where we can feel comfortable. So that was a big thing NextJob did for me actually, that it provided that structure, that framework, and it helped me feel more confident overall. That everybody, it also gave me an idea, everybody is struggling with this. It's not just me. It's everybody struggles in this job hunting process. Okay. So, actually, first of all, this is the only offer I have right now. Luckily, this is one that I like. So I did give interviews earlier, but I didn't get past the second stage, or some such things happened. I did get more interview calls and more referrals after having the intern do the networking. Like I did have a lot more people willing to refer, and through that I did get screening calls. Like earlier, where I was getting only one or two screening calls, I must have got like 10, 15 after I got the intern and like I used the whole process. But still, I was ready to wait for another 1 month or so, like another 1 month or 2 months. I thought it would take for me to land the opportunity that will suit me. Uh, but I mean, I'm settling with this offer because I think I don't want to be greedy at this point. And actually, during this interview, so I was looking for a place where there is a good, healthy culture, a good work-life balance, plus the work interests me. So I had a few calls where actually in interviews, I myself told I'm not interested in those jobs because there's no point. I felt like even if I get selected, uh, and I knew that I won't even clear next rounds of interviews. So, but with this job, I chose it because in the interview, they told me about the client, and I got the whole idea of what exactly I'll be working on. And that was in alignment with what I had been doing earlier. And it was very interesting to me. So, uh,
Okay.
and the
Okay.
HR and the whole interviewers also were asking very relevant questions, and they also emphasized a lot on a good work culture, a work-life balance, which was also of utmost importance to me, more than salary, to be honest. Uh, so yes, they did ask, and I did use the trick of trying to delay. I used to ask them, "What's your budget?" But sometimes they would disclose, and then I would tell that no, my last CTC was this much, so it won't work out. Or I would say, I mean, or they would, uh, press me to tell me my number. So, I mean, in this case, I think I did tell them. Uh, so they were all the calls were very helpful, starting from the first call I had with Ajay. He explained everything so well and methodically that I had no doubt that I don't want to, I quickly wanted to sign up for it. Plus, I was really thankful that there was this option of taking a smaller package, uh, which you call the launch pad. So, because I clearly told him that I can't spend a whole lot at this point because I've already spent a few months looking for a job. So, I need something that I can afford right now and that, can help me because I mean, half the work I'd already done of refining my resume and all that. I was just feeling lost. So, and then the call with you also was very helpful because you told me about, like you also pushed me, in between you would, message and follow up because initially I was probably not trusting the process. And but then when I attended calls with people and saw how they are going about it during the foundation stage, it gave me an idea about how people are modifying their resumes and what steps they are taking. So I followed those steps. And when people are discussing their issues, we also get clarity in the process. Uh, then, yeah, of course, then we had the next stage. Um, uh, I think the calls are very useful, except that I think uh, the next stage, the group that you put me in, no, that we had these calls after the foundation stage. I'm forgetting the name. Like, what is it called?
Transition, job search transition.
Yes. I mean, sometimes like there were not enough people attending those. So, so then I mean, I got into the habit trap of not, checking also whether there's a meeting.
Mhm.
Because I was focusing more on, following up with the connections that my intern was
Mhm.
making and, uh,
Mhm.
so. But
Yeah.
I'm also thankful that I mean you people didn't push also. I mean because sometimes people also have their own approaches, right? So I mean it's beneficial to have those calls there. But I didn't mind that nobody is following up whether I'm attending or not. I felt like it is in a way good that whenever we need help we can sign up and we can log in and join the calls and whenever. So I felt it was perfect that way. Foundations review is what was more, I think, important for me to attend those group calls because it gave me clarity.